Here's a 1200-word YouTube article written in a flowing style without headings about Fmouscarculb. Fmouscarculb. The world of automobiles has always fascinated people with its blend of design, power, history, and innovation, and among the many communities and platforms dedicated to celebrating this passion, Fmouscarculb has emerged as a unique space where car enthusiasts, collectors, and everyday drivers come together to share, explore, and appreciate everything automotive. At its core, Fmouscarculb is more than just a name. It is an idea built around the love of cars, a place where vintage classics stand side by side with futuristic concepts, and where the stories behind each vehicle matter just as much as the performance stats written on paper. This club resonates with people because it doesn't only highlight vehicles for their market value or horsepower, but for the emotions, history, and community they inspire. When you first encounter Fmouscarculb, you immediately feel the diversity of its content. It's not locked into a single category, nor does it only cater to luxury or exotic vehicles. Instead, it takes a broader approach, showcasing timeless legends like the Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro, Ferrari 250 GTO, Lamborghini Countach, and even mainstream favorites like the Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic that have touched millions of lives worldwide. This balanced representation makes it accessible for anyone with even a passing interest in cars. A teenager dreaming about their first affordable sports car can find as much inspiration here as a seasoned collector looking for a rare model to add to their garage. The inclusivity of the club's culture makes it stand out, because automotive passion is not about financial status, it is about the bond between driver and machine. One of the most striking elements about Fmouscarculb is how it captures not just the look of a car but its essence. It dives into design stories, exploring why certain curves, grills, or headlight designs became iconic. For example, when looking at a 1967 Shelby GT500, the content doesn't just say it's a powerful muscle car, it talks about the cultural impact of that era, the racing heritage, the influence of Carroll Shelby, and how the car became an icon of freedom and rebellion in American culture. Similarly, when discussing a modern-day marvel like the Bugatti Chiron, it doesn't only highlight its 1,500 horsepower engine but also the engineering artistry, the pursuit of perfection, and the feeling of exclusivity that comes with owning such a machine. In every detail, Fmouscarculb tells stories that go beyond statistics, bringing a human touch to the automotive world. The club also places a heavy emphasis on community, which is why so many people feel drawn to it. Car culture has always thrived on gatherings, car shows, road trips, and friendly debates about what makes one brand better than another. Fmouscarculb understands this, creating a virtual space where enthusiasts can share experiences, comment on their favorite rides, and debate respectfully about topics like the best JDM car of all time or whether electric supercars can ever replace the visceral thrill of a V12. This spirit of engagement creates a living, breathing ecosystem where new stories are being written every day, and it's this ongoing dialogue that gives the club its life. What also makes Fmouscarculb fascinating is how it bridges the gap between past and future. Classic cars are celebrated for their timeless appeal, with detailed looks into the craftsmanship of vehicles like the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing or the Porsche 911 Carrera RS. These are cars that define generations, influencing design and performance standards for decades. At the same time, the club doesn't shy away from diving into the modern electric revolution, examining vehicles like the Tesla Model S Plaid, Rimac Navara, or Lucid Air. By balancing tradition with innovation, Fmouscarculb tells its audience that appreciating cars is not just about nostalgia but also about embracing what lies ahead. This balanced storytelling helps both old-school gearheads and new-age EV enthusiasts find common ground. Another layer that adds richness to Fmouscarculb's presence is its ability to connect cars to lifestyle. For many, owning or even admiring a car is not just about transportation but about identity. A convertible symbolizes freedom, a luxury sedan symbolizes status, an off-road SUV symbolizes adventure, and a hatchback might symbolize practicality and reliability. Fmouscarculb captures these emotions by presenting vehicles as part of human journeys rather than just machines. In one feature, it might explore how a family car like the Volkswagen Beetle became a symbol of resilience and affordability worldwide. In another, it might explore how the McLaren F1 redefined what was possible in performance cars in the 1990s and why it is still considered one of the greatest achievements in automotive engineering. Each story makes the viewer or reader feel connected, even if they don't personally own that specific car. The production style of Fmouscarculb is also a highlight. Visual storytelling plays a central role, with crisp shots of exteriors, interiors, and performance moments that bring the cars to life. Seeing the shine of a freshly restored vintage model or the futuristic glow of a hypercar under LED lights helps viewers appreciate the artistry behind automotive design. The detailed breakdown of interiors is particularly captivating because it allows enthusiasts to understand how comfort, ergonomics, and aesthetics blend to create the driving experience. From leather stitching to dashboard layouts, these small touches remind people that cars are not only machines but also works of art meant to be touched, driven, and lived in. Performance discussions in Fmouscarculb are equally exciting. While the platform never loses sight of emotional storytelling, it doesn't shy away from diving into numbers and specs. Discussions about acceleration, top speeds, torque, aerodynamics, and handling bring in a technical perspective that satisfies the curiosity of enthusiasts who want to know exactly what makes one car superior to another. Comparing classics to modern machines is another fun element, sparking debates about whether raw mechanical muscle feels better than computer-aided precision. This balance of emotional and technical content ensures that the audience never feels left out, regardless of whether they are casual admirers or hardcore enthusiasts. Price and value are also topics often touched upon in Fmouscarculb. The automotive world is filled with contrasts, where some vehicles are multi-million-dollar hypercars, while others are budget-friendly icons with massive cultural impact. By addressing both ends of this spectrum, the platform creates a more realistic and relatable view of car culture. A Lamborghini Aventador might be a dream, but a Mazda MX-5 Miata could be the attainable thrill that gives someone the same level of joy. This focus on relatability ensures that passion remains at the forefront rather than exclusivity. Looking at the broader impact, Fmouscarculb has the potential to influence how people see cars not only as objects but as cultural milestones. Cars shape music, movies, fashion, and even social movements. From the DeLorean in Back to the Future to the Toyota Supra in Fast and Furious, vehicles become characters in their own right. By highlighting these connections, Fmouscarculb ensures that viewers understand cars as more than machines, they are symbols woven into the fabric of human storytelling. Ultimately, what makes Fmouscarculb stand out is its dedication to keeping automotive passion alive in all its forms. Whether it's through breathtaking visuals, emotional storytelling, technical deep dives, or community engagement, it manages to capture the full spectrum of what cars mean to people. It is not about idolizing just the rarest or fastest vehicles, but about celebrating the relationship between humans and machines, a relationship built on freedom, innovation, and emotion. For anyone who loves cars, whether they are dreaming of their first ride, maintaining a cherished classic, or admiring futuristic technology, Fmouscarculb offers